We are very glad to be able to represent our dear Secretary of Education, Professor Emeritus Leonor Magtolis Briones, in this IPON Conference, What to Do in 2022. Thank you very much to the President and CEO of Empower and Transform, Madam Salve Duplito. Of course, we all desire to have a matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay. Ambisyon natin 2040 represents the collective aspirations of Filipinos to enjoy a matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay. This was the result of various focus group discussions and a nationally representative survey undertaken by the National Economic and Development Authority, NEDA, in early 2016. It reveals that many dimensions of well-being that Filipinos value the most: strong family and community ties, a comfortable lifestyle, and a secure future. All Filipinos enjoy a stable and comfortable lifestyle, secure in the knowledge that we have enough for our daily needs and unexpected expenses, that we can plan and prepare for our own and our children's future. Our family lives together in a place of our own, and we have the freedom to go where we desire, protected and enabled by a clean, efficient, and fair government. It should then be the mission of the government to steer development process to enable and empower every Filipino to achieve these aspirations. As this kind of condition can only be attained by sufficient literacy in finances and basic consumer economics, financial education is necessary to develop a financially literate citizenry, empowering them to make wise financial decisions, take advantage of economic opportunities, and achieve financial health. Financially literate citizens can contribute more productively to inclusive growth and sustainable development and be more effective agents of nation building. Financial education thus supports the objectives of Ambisyon Natin 2040, matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay, and contributes to the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. However, based on the BSP 2019 Financial Inclusion Survey, only half, about 55% of Filipino adults know the concepts of time value of money, which are crucial in understanding the principles of saving, getting credit, and investing. Without knowledge of these concepts, Filipinos would be unable to make informed and conscious money decisions that would best fit their needs and capacities. This is confirmed by Backbase in its State of Banking and Financial Wellness in Asia Pacific study released in September 2021. Managing debt was reported to be a challenge for 70% of Philippine respondents. 51% of Filipino respondents were stressed about their current financial situation. 58% reported struggles in building up savings, and 52% expressed worries about planning for retirement. Having money troubles is one of the major causes of stress for adults, and financial worries are strongly linked to stress and anxiety, poor health, unhealthy lifestyles, and reduced job effectiveness. These are the problems that we don't want our children to have to deal with. Indeed, the solution is to give them financial education. Financial literacy is a key skill our children need to develop from a very young age, as studies show that money management habits formed in early life persist and last into adulthood. Segments of the population that appear to struggle the most to understand basic financial concepts include adults who did not save as a child. Those who develop the habit of saving from a young age outperform their peers in choosing financial products and services, monitoring expenses, managing debt, and planning for retirement. This one is reported by the World Bank in 2015, Enhancing Financial Capability and Inclusion in the Philippines, a demand side assessment. A lack of financial literacy can contribute to the making of poor financial choices that can be harmful to both individuals and communities. However, a question exists concerning the effectiveness of a teacher's personal financial literacy in delivering financial education. Teachers' own lack of financial literacy would inhibit their teaching financial education in the classroom. As such, it may be inferred that the effectiveness of financial education delivered by teachers may be affected by the extent of their personal financial literacy. According to Secretary Liling, if you want to teach financial literacy to students, you have to start with the teachers. Without condescending, let me use the results of the teacher motivation study by the CMU Inotech and DepEd in 2021 for us to understand the current status of the financial well-being of vulnerable teachers in terms of their debt condition and the factors affecting this condition. The study found that intrinsic drivers strongly influence teachers' motivation to join or shift to the teaching profession. Teachers derive gratification from what could be perceived as advantages intrinsic to the teaching profession. These intrinsic rewards could stem from knowing that they will be able to help students and contribute to their communities and society, from their awareness that teaching is where their passion lies, and from in recognizing that teachers are highly respected in their own communities. While inner motivations were strong, there were likewise external factors that influenced their decisions to become teachers. Economic considerations also figured in teachers' decisions to become teachers. Teachers likewise considered concerns related to future employability, job security, and tenure, especially for those who were looking for permanent positions. Survey results show that around 8 of every 10 teachers, 79%, have accessed loans or availed of money lending opportunities in the last 5 years. Most, 69% of those who access loans, did so between 1 to 3 times, closely reflecting the demographic profile of teachers surveyed. 69% of teachers who have access loans are married, female with children, and are from urban areas. Meanwhile, looking at the distribution of teachers by take-home pay, as expected, those with lower level take-home pay tended to access loans more. It is also worth noting that the proportion of those who access loans among teachers who earn between 25 to 30 and 30,000 pesos because they can avail of higher loanable amounts. Regardless of their teaching positions and corresponding salaries, teachers have accessed loans in the last 5 years. In the discussion of economic considerations for remaining in the teaching profession, what emerged was that teachers continue to teach because teaching is their primary source of income. Teachers expressed the need to provide for their family needs. Thus, it was important for them to have a steady stream of income. Also, a continuing consideration to keep on teaching is the need to pay off loans, which was articulated by nearly 8 out of 10 teachers. Still related to economic considerations, teachers reported staying on because of aspirations that they might eventually get promoted or because of hope that their salaries would continue to increase. This data prove that most of the teachers are struggling financially. There is too much on their plate with regard to their financial responsibilities because most of them are the heads or breadwinners of the family. It is alarming to know that in 2016, more than 26,000 teachers failed to avail of their retirement benefits due to unpaid loans. Another shocking accident was in 2014 when three public school teachers in the province of Pangasinan were shot dead by a police officer inside the school premises. Allegedly, the shooter was a loan shark, angered by the failure of the teachers to pay their loans. With this, I fully agree with Madam Salvi Dulpito, the President and CEO of Empower and Transform OPC, when she stated that for certain sectors of society, financial transformation cannot happen with financial literacy alone. There must be real and sincere help in terms of financial assistance given with predetermined and agreed conditionalities that may empower them to reduce their indebtedness or get out of debt. Having IPON ambassadors will motivate more teachers to regain control of their finances. The Department of Education has cultivated a means aligned to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations and objectives of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Financial Inclusion Initiative began with the financial literacy road mapping workshops in November of 2019 through the Financial Education Policy, DepEd Order 22, Series of 2021. The Department of Education institutionalizes and intensifies the integration of financial education across grade levels in the K 12 curriculum. The policy targets to enhance the financial literacy and financial capability of all learners, public school teachers, and DepEd personnel to make sound financial decisions that lead to financial health and financial inclusion. To effectively implement this policy and achieve the vision of making every learner and teacher financially literate, to ensure the effective implementation of this policy, relevant and appropriate training support and competency building activities shall be implemented by the National Educators Academy of the Philippines, NEA, for teachers, the Teacher Education Council for teachers in training, and Bureau of Human Resource and Organizational Development for non-teaching personnel. Capacity building activities related to financial education for DepEd personnel shall address both their personal training needs, like personal financial management and professional development needs in line with the Philippine professional standards for teachers, shall either be standalone and or integrated into existing trainings such as teacher induction program, in-service training for teachers or INSET, and learning action cells or LAC, and other regular seminars for DepEd personnel. All DepEd officials from the central office, regional and division offices, bureaus, and attached agencies may enter into partnership with external organizations from the public and private sectors, provided such partnership shall not result in any conflict of interest and shall be properly coordinated with the Office of External Partnerships. Existing processes and procedures of the Office of External Partnerships shall be adopted. Anchored on the strategic goals of Sulong Edukalidad, the Department of Education has embarked on reviewing and expanding the career progression system for public school teachers, linking their career path with the Philippine professional standards for teachers. Not only the salary increases will actually improve the school teachers' quality of life with financial education, teachers will have better financial health and are better able to discharge their duties. Our fellow teachers will be less prone to onerous debts and usurious loan terms, and our fellow teachers and their families will be better prepared to face natural and man-made adversities. Yes, our ambition natin 2040, financially literate citizens can contribute more productively to inclusive growth and sustainable development and be more effective agents of nation building. Thank you very much. Mabuhay and God bless.